Hello, it's Kay Lowry, and we are back in our Path to Songwriting series, still talking about accidentals. So you will need your Primo Theory 4 book. Today we're going to be on page 11. But before we get started, let's take a look at the piano cam, and I have a little bit of a brain challenge for you today. So let's take a look at what we were talking about a little last time. We were talking about half steps. So if I have this note F and I go up a half step, that is called a sharp when we go up. So here's F and F sharp. Here's G and G sharp. Here's A and A sharp. Now here's a little bit of a brain buster for you. This is A sharp, G sharp, F sharp. Can you play hot cross buns and think and say out loud what the names of the sharps would be? Here's the tune. Stop the video, play the tune, and see if you can say the names of the sharps that you're playing. Now, notes can go up a half step, they can also go down. So if I start here with this note, B, and I go down a half step, this note is B flat. If I have an A and go down a half step, that's an A flat. If I have a G and go down a half step, that's G flat. Well, wait a minute. Didn't we just say that these were F sharp, G sharp, A sharp? We did. But they also can have another name. They can have a flat name. B flat, A flat, G flat. It's kind of like my cousins. We had nicknames for each other. So think of it as a nickname. Now remember hot cross buns? Can you play that tune and say the names of the flats? Of course, there are other flats besides those three, and sometimes even a white note can be a sharp or a flat. So let's dive in. I'll share my screen. Let's take a look at page 11 in your book. Now we're going to take a look at what those sharps look like on the keyboard. So in your book, it says the pitch of notes can be altered by using a sharp, flat, or natural sign. These signs are called accidentals. A sharp sign, and here's what it looks like. Many times students will say, well, that's a hashtag, or that's a pound sign. Well, before it was those things, it was a musical sharp sign. And when you see it in music, it means raise the pitch of a note by one half step. That means you're going to go up to the right, the very next key to the right. Here's an example. So what we're doing here in section 4 is on each keyboard, draw a check on the key that is named. So here, the key that is named is C sharp. Take your pencil and put it on C. Then slide it up to the next key to the right and put a check. That one is done for you. Pause the video and complete section 4. Let's take a look at section 5. It says use sharps to name the keys marked with dots. This section is different because there's a dot on the key and you're going to label it. So notice that you put the letter first and then you draw the sharp sign. When we speak about sharps or flats, we always do it in this order. We say the letter name, A, and then sharp. So pause the video, See if you can figure out the rest of section 5. Take a look at the flat sign section. A flat sign, and this looks like kind of a squished in B, lowers the pitch of a note by a half step. On the keyboard, a flatted note is played on the very next key to the left. Section 6, very similar to what we've already done. On each keyboard, draw a check on the key named. Pause the video, complete section 6. Section 7, use flats to name the keys marked with dots. Now we're going to take a look at what key has the dot on it, and we're going to name it. And again, we're going to put our letter first and then our flat sign after that. Pause the video, complete section 7. I hope you thought that page 11 was super easy and cinchy. I can't wait to get to page 12 because next time we're going to be drawing sharps and flats on the staff. That's when we're going to have some fun writing your own songs with sharps and flats. So keep that staff paper handy. Keep playing around on the piano with sharps and flats and making different kind of tunes, and I'll see you next time.